Bess's itty bitty homestead. So Isabella the dog and I are sitting on the front porch, which we often do. Isabella's still shivering on the front porch. It's about 75 degrees out today. It wasn't so nice yesterday. It was only about 50. But it's lovely today. Isn't that right, Izzy? Yes, Izzy. Well, we're into doing pecans again. Yesterday, on the day before, I picked up my pecans from the pecan farm where I got them cracked. Yegawa Creek Pecan Farm. And they have a machine that cracks pecans. And unfortunately, they sold their small pecan cracker. And all they had was the big one. So all I got back was the big ones. They had to take the smaller ones up to a place up north of Waco that has a machine that cracks the smaller ones. Now, usually I take my pecans to the Austin Senior Center. The Austin Senior Center is near downtown Austin, and they have a fundraiser every year, and their fundraiser is they have all these pecan cracking machines, and people bring their pecans, hundreds of thousands. Oh God, it's like a madhouse for about 3 months. And they crack your pecans for you, and you get them back in a bag, and then you have to take them home and separate the meat from the shells. All they do is crack them. It's a loud process. It's unbelievable. The machines just go clank, clank, clank every time a pecan goes through. And they feed these pecans into the machines by the bagful, and they come out cracked. There you go. Now, their method of cracking leaves all the shell there. It's just cracked, and then you have to pry it open and take out the meat. Whereas the Yegawa Creek Pecan Farm does their cracker does much better. It still leaves some of the shell, and you'd still have to separate the shell from the meat, but it seems to take out a lot more of the shell than that one downtown. Oh yeah, problem is that Yegawa Creek is $1 a pound, and Austin Senior Center is 50 cents a pound. But the other problem is Austin Senior Center isn't open this year because of the pandemic. Well, they aren't going to have a senior center open during a year of pandemic. No. Go ahead, Isabella, steal the show. Come on. Do it, dog. There you go. What a cutie. Isabella. Little ears with legs. This is the bag of pecans I got back yesterday from Jean and Eileen over at Yegawa Creek. And you can see you get back halves, but some of them still have a shell partly on, so you have to sort through and take those shells out. And then when you do that, you put them in little baggies like this, or you eat a few on the way. And I usually get bags and bags and bags of these, enough to last for 2 years. And this is all off of one pecan tree. And it's a good thing that I get enough to last for 2 years. I freeze them, and they last 2 years. Because pecan trees only produce every 2 years. They might have a few on the off year, but mostly they only produce every 2 years. So I'm busy sorting today. Good thing to do when it's 75 degrees on the porch. This is what happens to your box of pecans if you leave them sitting on the table for a minute. Yep, more pecans picked up since I took them to the place that cracks them. We're about to have a to-do over cat food here on the back. Petey wants some, but the cats want it too. Look at those chickens. It's actually the cat's food, so you should leave it alone. You know? Kitty, what are you doing in the house? I didn't know you were a house cat. If Ethel was here, she'd chase that cat away. Those chickens want that cat food. Well, I finally did it. I planted some herbs, some thyme, some oregano, and I don't know what else. Chamomile. And I planted some peas, but then I lost the package of peas. I was going to have another pot of peas. But I only plant peas in pots because they don't have very long to grow here. And it just gets too hot too fast. So if you want a few sugar snap peas for the salad, you can get them this time of year, maybe till March, and after that, they're history. I cut my microgreens. I don't know if I'm going to get another cutting out of this, but we can always try. A cat came whizzing by playing and just dumped a whole tray of microgreens into the bushes. I don't know. Oh, it got nice cilantro. Okay. And I can see some of those are not where they're supposed to be. Let's put them down on their little trays. Okay. The grandsons came over yesterday and built me a beautiful trellis. Can you see that? That'll be for gourds and grapevines when I get it going. And my stevia and mint are just going crazy. That's the thing, when you grow this stuff, then you have to pick it and do something with it. I'm working on that. Cut some microgreens off the porch today. Got some really nice cilantro in there. Miss Ethel. Was that nice? Miss Ethel doesn't specialize in nice. This one's for Pip and for Janet in St. Louis. When Louis returned to the flat, he hung up his coat and his hat. He looked all around, but no wifey he found. So he said, where could Flossie be at? A note on the table he spied. He read it just once and he cried. It said, Louis dear, it's too slow for me here, so I think I will go for a ride. Meet me in St. Louis, Louis. Meet me at the fair. Don't tell me the lights are shining any place but there. We will dance the hoochie coochie. I will be your tootsie wootsy if you will meet me in St. Louis, Louis. Meet me at the fair. There you go. Good night, Pip. See you tomorrow. Pippy? Pip wouldn't let me shut the door. She wanted more. Look, Pippy, there's your picture. You're a cutie, Pippy. She wanted to be picked up. I don't know another song. We'll go back to the Music Man. Okay, how about a lullaby? Will that put you to sleep? Good night, my someone, good night, my love. Sweet dreams to carry you up above. I wish I may, and I wish I might. Oh, good night, my someone, good night. Good night. Good night. It's time to go to bed, Piply. Say good night, Pip. Okay. Homemade tomato soup from last summer's tomatoes. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching.